Hey there, I was just telling Mark about this amazing sunrise I caught this morning. You know those ones where the sky just fills with these incredible colors?
Oh man, it was stunning from my view too. Those are the moments that really remind you to slow down and take it all in.
Exactly what we try to do here on Blue Mountain Morning. And speaking of taking things in, we've got such a great show lined up for you today.
We really do. We found some fascinating stories that I can't wait to share, plus a little something special that might just change how you think about your morning routine.
So grab your coffee, find your favorite spot, and let's take a few minutes together to get centered and ready for whatever this day brings. All right, let's dive into today's headlines. Mark, I know you've been following this fascinating development about the new climate initiative in California.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty exciting. The state just announced they're rolling out the country's largest electric vehicle charging network. We're talking about 25,000 new charging stations across major highways and rural areas. This is going to make a huge difference for folks thinking about switching to electric.
That's massive, and I imagine this could influence other states too?
Absolutely. You know how California often sets the trend. Several other states are already looking at similar programs. But here's what's really interesting. They're prioritizing installation in areas that traditionally haven't had great access to this kind of infrastructure.
Speaking of infrastructure, there's also that breaking news from Washington about the transportation bill.
Right? And this directly affects everyone's daily commute. The Senate just passed a $45 billion package to repair aging bridges and highways. The cool thing is, they're incorporating new technology that'll make these structures more resilient to extreme weather, something we've been seeing more of lately.
What about that tech story everyone's been talking about? The one about artificial intelligence in healthcare?
Oh yeah, this is fascinating. The FDA just approved this new AI system that can detect early signs of heart disease during routine checkups. It's already being tested in hospitals across the Midwest, and early results show it's catching problems that doctors might have missed. It's like having an extra set of incredibly precise eyes looking at the data.
It's amazing how technology keeps changing the game in healthcare. Speaking of changing the game, Mark, we need to talk about this groundbreaking story from Silicon Valley that's been making waves all week.
Oh, you mean the announcement from OpenAI about their new language model? This is huge, and it's not just about the tech. It's going to affect how millions of Americans work and communicate.
The numbers they're throwing around are pretty mind-blowing. What's really catching my attention is how they're planning to implement this in everyday businesses.
Yeah, so here's what's fascinating about this. They're saying this AI can actually understand context and nuance in a way that previous models couldn't. We're talking about a system that could help small business owners handle customer service, write content, even help with basic legal documentation. But here's the thing. It's not about replacing people. It's about augmenting what they already do.
I've noticed there's been some pushback, though, especially from certain industries.
That's right, and it's a valid concern. The writing and customer service industries are particularly worried. But what's really interesting is how some companies are already adapting. They're actually creating new roles that focus on AI supervision and customization.
You know what strikes me about this whole situation? It reminds me of when smartphones first hit the market.
That's such a good comparison. Just like smartphones changed everything from how we navigate to how we shop, this technology is going to reshape our daily routines. But here's what people might not realize. Studies are showing that companies adopting this technology are actually hiring more people, not fewer. They're just hiring for different kinds of jobs.
And what about smaller towns and rural areas? How might this affect them?
That's actually where some of the most exciting potential lies. This technology could help level the playing field, giving small businesses in rural America access to tools that were previously only available to big city corporations. It's like democratizing access to sophisticated business tools.
You know, I came across this amazing story yesterday about a small diner in Kansas that really got me thinking about community and resilience.
Oh yeah? Tell me more about this.
So this place, Linda's Diner, has been around for like 40 years, right? During the pandemic, they were on the verge of closing. But instead of giving up, Linda started this really cool Pay It Forward breakfast program.
That's incredible. How did it work exactly?
Customers could prepay for meals for others who might be struggling. But here's the beautiful part. It wasn't just about the food. Linda created these connection cards where people could write little notes of encouragement to whoever got their meal.
You know, that's such a perfect example of turning hardship into hope. And it really speaks to something deep in American culture, this idea of neighbors helping neighbors.
Exactly. And it gets even better. The program became so successful that other local businesses started copying it. Now there's this whole network of small businesses in their town doing similar things.
And what I love about this is how simple yet powerful it is. Anyone listening right now could actually take this idea and adapt it to their own community.
Absolutely. And Linda shared 3 really practical tips for anyone wanting to start something similar. First, start small. Even just one act of kindness can create a ripple effect. Second, make it personal. Those handwritten notes made all the difference. And third, involve your community. Let people know they can be part of something bigger.
That's such actionable advice. And you know what's really powerful about this? It shows how one person's idea can transform an entire community. It's like this perfect blend of American entrepreneurship and that small-town spirit of looking out for each other. As we wind down today's show, I want us to take a moment to picture something together. Imagine you're standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon just as the sun's starting to peek over the horizon.
I can almost feel that crisp morning air.
That's right. And you know what's amazing about that moment? The absolute stillness, the way the whole canyon seems to hold its breath just before dawn.
It's like nature's way of hitting the pause button.
Exactly. And we can create that same peaceful moment anywhere. Right now, wherever you are, maybe you're stuck in traffic or waiting for your morning coffee. Take a deep breath with me.
That's one thing I love about these little moments of pause. They're like mini vacations for your mind.
And just like those layers of red rock in the canyon, each breath you take is building something beautiful. Each moment of stillness is carving out space in your day, just like the Colorado River carved through that rock over millions of years.
I've never thought about it that way before.
So today, whenever things feel overwhelming, picture yourself at that canyon's edge. Take 3 slow breaths. Let each one remind you that just like the canyon, life's biggest challenges are shaped one small moment at a time.
You know what, Mark? This has been another amazing morning of connecting and sharing stories that matter.
It really has, Alex. And I love how we covered everything from those fascinating tech developments to that incredibly inspiring story about Linda's Diner and the community helping each other.
Yeah, what a great reminder of how small actions can create such positive change. Hey, and to all of you listening out there, thanks for starting your day with us here on Blue Mountain Morning.
We'll be back tomorrow with more stories, more insights, and definitely more moments to help you find your calm in the chaos.
Until then, keep breathing, keep growing, and remember, every sunrise brings new possibilities.
Take care, everyone. See you tomorrow on Blue Mountain Morning.